Hello FPL fans and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a guide video to the postponed upcoming fixtures and what this means for blank and double game weeks. Today we're going to be looking at 3 fixtures which could potentially be moved, meaning that these teams will either have a blank or double game week over the upcoming matches, meaning you guys should look at some certain players to target for the FPL squads. Just before we get into the video, please consider getting subscribed and liking to show support for the channel, and share this video with your friends if you guys are enjoying this type of content. Also, don't forget to check out SofaScore as they provide amazing stats for over 22 sports, and with that being said, let's get into the video. So doing a quick overview of the possible matches that are being postponed over the upcoming game weeks. Due to the Manchester City players and staff falling ill, the upcoming fixture against Chelsea could mean a Game Week 17 blank for these teams. Also, the Burnley and Manchester United game could be moved to double Game Week 17 or moved to double Game Week 18, meaning neither of these teams will blank as they originally had a double Game Week in Game Week 19 and a blank Game Week in Game Week 18. And the third one is obviously the immediate fixture that has just been moved between Everton and Manchester City, which could move to double Game Week 19, which instead of meaning both these teams have a single game week in Game Week 19, they now have a double game week. Also, before we go into further details with these fixtures, a huge shout out to Ben Crellin for providing these fixture changes. Check out his Twitter at Ben Crellin, he provides amazing FPL and EPL early news, so please look out for him. So taking a look at the first fixture change of Chelsea versus Manchester City, this could mean there will be a Game Week 17 blank for these teams. As Chelsea and Manchester City face off in Game Week 17, this means that this fixture could be moved to an upcoming game week, could potentially give them a double game week in the future. But for now, it could be safe to assume a Game Week 17 blank due to the fact that Manchester City players have fallen ill as well as some of their staff. If we have a look at the next 3 fixtures for Manchester City, they include Chelsea in Game Week 17, Brighton in Game Week 18, and Crystal Palace in Game Week 19. If we're having a look at some potential move dates for this fixture, it could mean Manchester City have a double game week in Game Week 19, meaning they will face Chelsea and Crystal Palace. If this is the case, then De Bruyne and Sterling could be potential buy or hold players, as with this double game week they obviously have the double chance of scoring, and if Manchester City can find their feet over the next few weeks, then these players could be good options. Having a look at Chelsea's next 3, they obviously have that Game Week 17 fixture against Manchester City, then a blank in Game Week 18 and a double in Game Week 19. Potentially, their Manchester City fixture could move into Game Week 18, meaning that their players won't have any blank in Game Week 18 and will also have a double game week in Game Week 19. If this is not the case, then Chelsea will have a double game week in the future, and what this means for FPL managers, if you are looking for assets from Chelsea, then I would recommend buying Ben Chilwell, as not only will he have a Game Week 19 double game week, but he could also have a double game week in the next few weeks. The strategy for him could be just to bench him in Game Week 17 and then bring him into the squad for Game Week 19 and the future double game week, as he could be reeling in all those points. So now having a look at the second potential fixture postponement, it's between Burnley and Manchester United. So the first potential option for this fixture movement is from Burnley and Manchester United moving to Game Week 17, meaning both Burnley and Manchester United would have a double game week in Game Week 17. If we have a look at the fixtures of the 2 teams in Game Week 17, Burnley face Fulham at home, meaning they would play Fulham and Manchester United as their double game week in Game Week 17, and Manchester United would play Aston Villa at home as well as Burnley away. The second potential movement of this fixture is Burnley and Manchester United moving to Game Week 18, which would obviously mean, as we have a look at the fixtures there, that neither team would blank, as Burnley would play Fulham at home in Game Week 17, then Manchester United in Game Week 18, then have the double game week in Game Week 19, and then Manchester United would play Villa Game Week 17, Burnley Game Week 18, and then have a double game week, which would mean that these teams would play 4 fixtures in the next 3 game weeks, making them some very nice options to buy their players from. If we have a look at 3 potential options, Bruno Fernandes is a definite hold over this period. He's a good FPL asset anyway, but if he does get this extra fixture in here as well, he could be a great FPL asset to have over the next 3 weeks. Also, Anthony Martial presents himself as a good option, as when he goes through purple patches, can get himself quite a lot of goals, so if he is playing quite a lot of games in the next few weeks, he could be one to capitalise the points on. And the third player to look at is Charlie Taylor, who is a potential buy over the next few weeks. Apart from the fact that he already faces Fulham at home in Game Week 17, this is looking like a great clean sheet fixture, and with an extra one chucked in the mix there as well, he could be a great option over the next few weeks, especially if you want to capitalise on Burnley's good fixtures for clean sheets and Charlie Taylor's attacking returns. So now having a look at the third fixture change, it's the game between Everton and Manchester City. Obviously this one has already been postponed due to the Manchester City players and staff having illnesses. The movement of this fixture could depend on the EFL Cup semi-final between Manchester United and Manchester City to see which date this game gets moved to, but having a look at some key points for this game, it would be Everton versus Manchester City moving to the double game week in Game Week 19. Right now Everton play Aston Villa in Game Week 19 and Manchester City play Crystal Palace at home in Game Week 19, but with this additional fixture both teams will play 2 matches. This could make for some very attractive FPL assets, as both these teams would be teams I would have originally steered clear of, but if they do get this double game week in Game Week 19, all 3 players on screen could be good FPL assets. Dominic Calvert-Lewin could be a strong hold as he is owned by 60% of managers, and if he does have a double game week, that is obviously double chance to score goals there. Kevin De Bruyne can now compete with other midfielders such as Salah and Fernandes who have a double game week, and could potentially be a good option to have in Game Week 19. Luka Dean could provide to be a good differential option at the back, as if Everton get a double game week in Game Week 19, that is obviously the double chance of points for him and double chance of clean sheet. Also in Game Week 17 and 18, if he can return, he faces West Ham and Wolves, who aren't the best sides attackingly, so it could be a good opportunity to jump on Luka Dean. So that's what we've got for today for the guide on the potential fixture postponements over the next few weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe if you found it informative, and also share this video with your friends if you guys are enjoying this type of content. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.